There are 3 topics I will be talking about in this video: time management, improving memory, and brain health. The first will be time management. One very simple action a student can take is creating a schedule. Organizing the tasks you want to accomplish the following day helps avoid procrastination. It also helps by relieving stress and pressure because it gives the student power over his or her time and the feeling of being in control. It may also help serve in finding time for recreation and exercise. In other cases, some students dislike schedules. In this case, it would be a better idea to make a to-do list. They can also ask themselves, what is the best use of my time right now? Generally, the answer would not be watching TV or going on Facebook. In my opinion, I can honestly say that the to-do list is the better option. This is because, in my experience, it is very hard to follow a schedule with set times. Oftentimes, there will be something that comes up unexpectedly. This takes us to another tip: saying no. In college, students frequently get bombarded with friends and invitations to socialize. Sometimes you just have to say no. Most people will understand your situation and respect it. Now moving on to improving memory. The following are ways in which you can help yourself remember things. Visualization. Visualization is where you picture something in your mind to help you remember. An example would be, if a student was studying history using visualization, it would be recommended that he picture himself and imagine what it would be like if he was living in the past. Recitation. Reciting things will help the auditory learner. When you say things out loud, it also triggers the auditory part of the brain, and for some people, it is easier to remember sounds than it is to remember the words. Writing it down. This would be one of the easiest things to do, and anyone can do it. Writing things down, such as a grocery list or to-do list, and placing it in a place of which you will see it will help you remember what you need to do. Developing an interest. People tend to remember what interests them. Try to find personal meaning in the subject you don't like. Intrinsic motivation, also known as internal motivation, is the best cure for absent-mindedness. Distributing the practice. Instead of cramming the night before an exam, it is oftentimes better to take breaks and study in intervals. Doing this will prevent the student from being tired and prevents the brain from becoming fatigued. A study showed that a student would spend less time studying if he spread out the studying times. The same can be applied to running. If you were to run a mile without stopping, your body would generally become tired and start slowing down. But say if you ran 200 meters, stopped, took a break, and repeated this cycle, the time you spent running would be dramatically lower than if you ran the entire thing. In other words, the human brain can only consume so much information in a given time. There are a few ways of helping your brain stay healthy so it can function optimally and increase its carrying capacity of information. Doing aerobic exercise is one, for it helps improve the flow of oxygen to the brain. Also, research has shown that doing a consistent amount of aerobic exercise can create new nerve cells in the brain. Another tip is having a good amount of sleep. Sleep is essential for brain health. During sleep, the brain saves information that was learned throughout the day. The last tip would be getting a balanced diet. Diets rich in carbohydrates and protein are said to be recommended for optimal brain health. Yet eating healthy fats such as omega-3s, nuts, avocados, and coconuts are also highly recommended, for studies show that these foods increase brain function and are labeled as brain food. Any other questions regarding these topics can be found in your nearest college and career success textbook.